When the news came out that our Home Secretary Suella Braverman had been handed her P45 and sent to the back benches, with her sandwiches wrapped up in a roadmap, social media exploded with delicate little rose petals on GBB's, Tripe TV, tucked to their screens, or Twitter busting their balls over the fact that life was over as we know it, cats will be chasing dogs, it'll be raining frogs, mass hysteria, and the Tory party will now implode, and the spineless Prime Minister's days were numbered. Any minute now, letters flooding in from MPs saying they've been inundated with angry letters and emails from angry constituents demanding his immediate resignation, and our leaky Sue should be crowned Queen of all things wokerati. But are these delicate snowflakes speaking for the majority? Well, maybe not. According to an Ipsos poll, which interviewed around over 2,300 people aged 18 or over living in Britain. Now, yes, I know it's only about 2,300, so it can be taken with a grain of salt, but Ipsos is pretty reliable. But according to this poll, a massive 70%, 7 out of 10, said that our titchy short stuff was absolutely right to tell our bonkers Braverman to take the walk of shame with her sandwiches wrapped up in a roadmap. With even 60% of those who voted for our Spafford Johnson in 2019 seemed to be more than happy for the madness that is Suella to be given her marching orders as well. So if this poll is on the money, our leaky Sue is about as popular as a bucket of cold sick, with 7% still not too sure whether saying being homeless is a lifestyle choice is not too much for them, and 17% venting their spleen on GBB's, Tripe TV or Twitter about her sacking. Now, when our leaky Sue was sacked, up popped our Dodgy Dave, waltzing up to number 10, where he was given, apart from a place in the House of Lords, the position of Foreign Secretary. Now, I don't know whether it was just excellent trolling towards our blabbermouth fans or to distract from the fact that our hapless former Home Secretary had been handed her marching orders, or it could have even because he thought it might have been a popular move. I don't know. But according to this poll, it slightly veers towards the negative side. 45% think that dragging the man who set us on the path to the mess we're in now was a bad idea, where 35% thought it was a genius move, while 13% thought, meh. But the one thing I found quite interesting was the fact that 48% of those who voted for the party that were the Get Brexit Done Party 2019 was believed that they would be happy for our Remainer Dodgy Dave to get the post, where 39% didn't. Interesting. While those who were Lib Dem supporters were very divided, with 40% were happy with the appointment and 39% were not. But what about our Suella Braverman's successor? Sorry, heard it somewhere and it just made me chuckle and it's just stuck in my mind. But what about her successor, James? Not so cleverly. Has he set the nation on fire and caught their imagination? Well, not exactly. He's suffering from the bad situation where in the poll, those who say, I don't know, nor care, leads those who said either it was a good or bad appointment. Yes, 32% said don't know, while those who were happy with the appointment, 25%, barely scraped past those who were not impressed on 24%. Now, I'm not too sure whether that's a good position to be or not, but it's not the glowing endorsement our Prime Minister would have hoped for. Now, after all that, they moved on to about asking about their thoughts on David Cameron's record in government and comparing it to Rishi Sunak's government on a number of subjects, from the economy to immigration, right up to a poll about being a strong and weak leader with our titchy short stuff and Brill Cream Starmer. And they make for a very interesting reading, and I'll leave a link down below if you're interested. But if this poll is to be believed to be a good barometer of which way the wind is blowing, then maybe just maybe those delicate little cherubs from GBB's, Tripe TV and other delicate little right-wing snowflakes are more of a very noisy small minority just throwing a temper tantrum. Surprised with some of the polling about the recycling of our Dodgy Dave and not at all about the polling for our James not so cleverly? Let me know down below if you also thought that Titch was right or not to sack our Leaky Sue, and let me know if you enjoyed the video and what did you think. And I shall just bid you farewell and take care, my friends.